It's the symbol and the pride of Ecuadorian football.
Fútbol ecuatoriano.
Totally Ecuador.
People identify very strongly with our colours. It's a big part of Ecuador.
The best in the world.
Winning trophies by using only local players is something that only this club, El Nacional, can do.
El Nacional.
Few clubs in Ecuadorian football can match the standing and achievements of El Nacional. The Quito Giants were founded back in 1964 and are run by the country's military. Carlos Sevilla is their head coach.
This club is the cornerstone of Ecuadorian football. Many clubs, not just those in Ecuador, have players that were created here at El Nacional. Recently, we've produced many players of a very high calibre that have gone on to play abroad.
In nearly half a century of existence, the club has prided itself on always fielding a side made up entirely of locally born players. This policy of refusing to engage non-Ecuadorians has earned them the nickname pure natives.
In the statutes of the club, there's a clause that states that those playing in the team must be exclusively Ecuadorian. The objective is to develop and hand opportunities to young players who can then play for El Nacional, as well as contributing to Ecuador's national team.
The national squad chosen for last month's FIFA World Cup qualifiers contained a total of 11 players who had at one time or another represented El Nacional. Some of the country's best-known players have worn the famed red shirt. Names like Benitez, Valencia and Delgado. To play for El Nacional is to play at the pinnacle of Ecuadorian sport.
As a player, it's very satisfying to be here. I'd always wanted to come here, ever since I was little, and it means a great deal to be with a team that's brought so much glory to Ecuadorian football.
It's very special to belong to a big institution like El Nacional. We have 3 stars on our shirt. We're one of the very best in Ecuador.
This is a club that's won a great deal of silverware. 13 league titles makes them the second most successful in the country. And they're the only one ever to have lifted the trophy on 3 consecutive occasions. And they've also made an Ecuadorian record 22 Copa Libertadores appearances.
Well, we always want the club to do well. And the players here, we always want to be part of the elite, winning titles and all that. The players are the ones in charge of making it happen. And in this campaign, we've been improving steadily. So we hope we might have a title at the end of the year.
But it could be hard. El Nacional has struggled since their last title in 2006. Compulsory donations from members of the military once allowed the club to compete financially, but a recent change in the law has taken away that particular revenue stream, and it means the team has seemingly lost their position as the country's premier club.
From a sporting point of view, we've now fallen back a bit, because teams such as Liga Deportiva Universitaria have won international tournaments, like the Copa Libertadores and the Copa Sudamericana. To be frank, this has outshone the former glory of El Nacional.
This season has been a battle for El Nacional. On the field, they're in mid-table, while off it, they're in major financial trouble. Players and coaches haven't been paid in 4 months, and the club reportedly owe the Ecuadorian Football Federation $8 million. If that bill is left unpaid, they face suspension from the league. In order to combat this, the club are looking to appoint a new chief executive and are rumoured to be looking to sell players, including captain Marwin Peter.
The important thing is that we concentrate on what's happening at the moment. The important thing is that we fix the problems, not in haste, but that we solve the problems once and for all, over the long term.
They might be the standard bearers of Ecuadorian football, but El Nacional now faces an uncertain future. There's no doubting the passion of their fans, and the local game will be much poorer without La Máquina Roja.
El Nacional, 100% Ecuador, best in the world.
El Nacional, the best team in Ecuador.